Hello and welcome to Angry Andy Reviews, and today I have something pretty special to showcase with you. In celebration of Star Wars Day on May 4th, I purchased a few items to add to my collection and also for a bit of fun in these trying times. It took a little longer for a couple of these items to arrive, given everything that's going on still, but everything is here now, including this. That's right, it is the Darth Maul Force FX lightsaber from the Black Series FX lightsaber collection. I have wanted one of these for absolutely years, since the original Master Replicas lightsaber was released. My Vader lightsaber is a Master Replicas one, but unfortunately, as many of you may know, the Master Replicas line went out of business and Hasbro took up the license, and since this was released in 2018, I have been desperate to get hold of one, and thankfully, with the permission of the missus, that has happened. So thank you very much, but more on that in a little bit. I want to showcase the other things that I picked up. They're only small things, little pieces of fun, but here we go anyway. So first item is the Empire Strikes Back Imperial Probe Droid. This is part of the 40th anniversary collection for the celebration of the Empire Strikes Back. It's part of the Black Series 6-inch figures, but this specifically one is a deluxe figure, so meaning they're a little bit bigger than some of the other figures, and they have little bits of scenery that goes with it. Now, the Imperial Probe Droid comes with a stand, and the stand is a bit of snow reminiscent of Hoth. So there you go. So it says on the back, Imperial Probe Droid, commemorate the 40th anniversary of the Empire Strikes Back with the Imperial Probe Droid figure. Tenacious hunters, probe droids are armed with powerful blasters. Terrifying. But there you have it. I'm not going to do an unboxing here. I'm not sure whether to keep it in the box or not. I've yet to decide. I've got plenty of other ones at the back there. They're all still in the box. But who knows, maybe one day I will do an unboxing, but for the time being I'm going to leave that as it is. So that was the first item that arrived pretty quickly. I got that from staractionfigures.co.uk, and they still do have them in stock at just under £30, which, if you're interested in getting one of those, I highly advise you look at staractionfigures.co.uk. I get all my 6-inch Black Series figures from there. I don't have many, but they've been very reliable, even through the situation that's going on at the minute. So if you're interested, by all means have a little look and see if anything takes your fancy. They have all sorts on their website as well, from movie figures, X-Men figures, all sorts. So if you're interested in anything like that, have a look, see what you think. It's not a plug, it's just an honest opinion. Right, next is the Star Wars Lego Boba Fett helmet. Obviously everything here is pretty much Star Wars orientated. This piece is not a full replica, it's not a full-size replica, you can't put it on in Lego form, unfortunately. It is 625 pieces, I think. Did I get that right? Yeah, I got that right. It does say 18 plus. I'm not sure why. 18 plus. What could go possibly wrong there? But I think this is more designed for collectors, specifically for collectors. Has a little stand, has a little, nameplate and everything. This is currently out of stock still on the Lego UK website, so I bought mine through Amazon. I think that's still in stock, I'm not entirely sure, but there you have it. It's got a little interesting back to it. The box is very good, very interesting, and this as well does form part of the 40th anniversary celebrations for the Empire Strikes Back, and Lego, along with Hasbro, are doing a lot this year for the Empire Strikes Back. So if you're interested in any of those things, keep an eye out. There is more stuff being announced all the time, including the Lego AT-AT, which is being re-released this year as part of the celebrations, which I am absolutely delighted about. But there we go. I will probably end up doing a build of this. I'm not sure. I have been promising to do a Lego build for ages, but I need to figure it out, and we'll see what happens. If I can get it right, I will do one and post it up here. But there you go. This was $54.99. Not cheap, but there are all sorts of other ones. There's Stormtrooper, there is a TIE Fighter pilot, and then of course you've got the Boba Fett ones. And I'm pretty sure they'll probably announce a few more later in the year. But there you go. That is that. Next, you have to bear with me a second. This. Now this is something really fun, or at least I'm going to have fun anyway. But let's get it open. Bear with me a second. Sorry about the noise. There we go. Right, move that aside. Oh. Maybe I should have opened all this beforehand. Who knows? But here we go. You can't see it properly, but this is the original Stormtrooper beer, Galactic Pale Ale, from the original Stormtrooper Beer Company on their website, which is originalstormtrooperbeer.com. This is where I got this from. Not only that, I bought a few others. I'm not an alcoholic, by the way. I'm just very interested about what all this was. Squeeze them there. Also bought this. Now this should be one of the glasses. Oh wow. Pretty well packaged, to be fair. Let's have a look. Let's get this out. I've only seen these on the website. I've not seen this up close. Oh wow. There you go. I don't know if you can see that properly. Look at that. Brilliant. That is a proper nucleated glass as well, meaning your beer won't go flat ass when it's put in the glass. That is pretty swish. Pretty swish. So there you go. Galactic Pale Ale and a nice lovely glass. Not only that, let's get that down there. But I bought one of their other beers as well, and this one is called the Lightspeed Pilsner. I don't know if you can see that properly on there, just about. And there you go. That is that. Let's have a look, see what it says on the back. A full-bodied premium Pilsner full of fruity and citrusy flavours. Delightful. So there you go. When I said I bought a few things just for a bit of fun, this is what I meant. This is what I meant. I intend to have a lot of fun with these. I've not tried them yet. Like I said, I've literally just opened the box right now, but there you go. I'm very excited. There's some really good reviews about this. The website is fun. It's really, really cool. They've got all sorts of other merchandise on there as well. So if you're interested, you can find them on Facebook. Just type in Original Stormtrooper Beer and you cannot miss it. Other than that, go on the website www.originalstormtrooperbeer.com and you'll be able to find everything you want on there. I'm pretty sure they're from a different brewery as well, but I specifically bought through their own website just to, you know, see what would happen, to enjoy the experience of buying on their website. But there you have it. Gonna remove all of these. There we go. Right, now it's time for pièce de résistance. Coming back to this Darth Maul Force Effects lightsaber. Let's get it open and see what happens. So, like I said, I've been waiting for this for a very long time. Thanks to the help of a good friend of mine, Mr. Dan Brazier, I was able to acquire this. Dan Brazier of Spider-Man and the Secret Laws. He provided some assistance in locating one of these, so to speak. And here we go. Right, inside the box, immediately, a nice little wrench here. That'll do. Ooh, lovely that. That's all that matters really, isn't it? Now I assume this is for the dual blade connector. You have to align it, I think, when you first set them up. Let's move that glass. I'm going to end up bashing something here. So yeah, you use this to align up the dual blade connector, which I will showcase in a moment. So we'll just put that there. What else have we got in here? What's this here? Oh, tightly packed. Oh, there we go. Ah, well, here we are. There is the dual blade connector for it. So yeah, there is a little bolt in there, a little screw or whatever that you need to put that in to unlock it and rearrange it so that when you put the blades together, it will align perfectly like it does in the movies. Bit of movie magic for you all there. What else have we got here? So, got some paperwork, nothing interesting I don't think, no. Just bog standard paperwork, and you also have the stand. Now these stands come with every single one you can get. I've got one with the Kylo Ren. They're a little bit different to what the Master Replicas used to have. They used to have a little decent base plate with Star Wars written on everything. This is just, I don't even know what this is. It's like a crap boomerang. I don't even know if it come back through it, but I don't use these. I have no interest in these. I don't even know what that is. Probably the worst part of the entire package really when you get one of these is this. I mean, you're supposed to be able to put the blade in there and it sits up or floats. I don't know, I don't get it. Not interested. I specifically hang them up on the walls, that's the intention. I don't have them anywhere else, can't have them lying around. Purely because the dog might end up destroying them. But here we go, let's get this out. Here it is. Lightsaber in all its glory. Let's get rid of the box. Oh god. A bit noisy. Right. There we are. Let's get that out. Oh. There we go. Very nice. Absolutely lovely. As you can see, the detailing on it is quite exquisite. Got the red buttons here. That is obviously the on-off switch. I don't know if you can see that properly or not. There we go, just about. Yeah, so that's your on-off switch. Nice and simple. That's very sturdy, that. I like that. Doesn't feel loose or anything. It feels, quite strong, which is a good thing. It's a very good thing in case you catch it. Same with these little devices here. These don't turn or anything. They don't do anything specifically. They're just purely for show, like in the film. But that does feel pretty strong and pretty secure. You've got the CoverTech wheel on there on the bottom, which is, it's designed to look like that. It's designed to look a bit wobbly or whatever. But obviously the idea is you could hook that up to a CoverTech belt, but obviously the blade does not come out. I think the Galaxy's Edge Disney World, Disneyland, whatever ones don't have a blade in, so if you were to get a hilt of Darth Maul, you could have it on a CoverTech wheel connector. But there you go. So yes, that looks pretty swish. So you'll see the detailing. It's very, very, very precise. Really, really cool. Got the rubber ring there. That is actual rubber. That bit here, you can see that. Same down here as well. But in this bit, I think that's just a bit of faux plastic, just designed to look like rubber. But this is solid metal, which is great. Absolutely solid metal. There's nothing. It doesn't feel plastic or weak or anything. It feels quite solid, but it's really light, really, really light. Which is a great thing if you're going to connect two together and end up swinging it around in your garden. You don't want it to be heavy. You don't want to end up losing your balance with it and dropping it. But there you go. So it says unscrew here to insert batteries. So let's have a look. So when you unscrew the pommel, there we go. So the idea is that when you buy one lightsaber as opposed to two, that you perform the battle damaged version. So when Obi-Wan cuts it in half and he just ends up with one side, that is it. So that is sawed in half, if you like, or cut in half. So the kyber crystal of his lightsaber is exposed with some other wiring. It's just to give it a bit of character, a bit of feel, so it's not just a plain bottom. And here we go. Here is the battery compartment, which is screwed in, which is interesting. It's very, very different to the sort of battery compartment of all the other ones. The batteries just slot in. I don't know whether that's to do with the AAA batteries or purely because people are more likely to swing this around. I'm not entirely sure. There must be some reason to it, but all you have to do, I assume, is unscrew the sheave here. Take that off. Be careful not to lose the screw, otherwise that'll be interesting. It does take AAA batteries, not AA batteries, and you need 3 of them. So that's one thing to be aware of if you do pick up one of these yourself. The other ones, the Vader and the Kylo Ren one that I've got, only have AA's. So Very interesting, the differences between them already. So there we go, get that battery in, put the sheave back on, just for a laugh. Oh, any minute now. There we go. Just get rid of that for a second. Right, let's get this back in. There we go. Screw the top back on. Make sure it's nice and tight. There we go. Ready? Very nice. I don't know if you can see that there. It is lovely crimson colour. Absolutely delightful. Fantastic. Sound is magic. You can hear that. Lovely. So standard clash, there's no flashing or anything. Very nice. Okay, there we go. Lovely. Sound is great. Really, really clear. A bit of mark on there, hang on. Really, really clear. The Kylo Ren one is quite quiet, but compared to this, you know, this is quite loud. It's very much like the Vader's one that I've got, which is, you know, still very loud even though it's over 10 years old. But yeah, quite piercing, that initial blast, the ignition of it. Lovely, brilliant. So, did a bit of cheating. I have this one. I've got another one. So what I'm going to do now, I am going to connect both of them together for your pleasure. So I've already put batteries in the other one. Let's get the connector up. Let's see how it goes. So that goes onto there. So basically the screw is exactly the same screwing situation. You just screw the thing on, get it in. Right, that one's there in place. Let's take the bottom off this one. So obviously when you do this, you need to be careful the battery pack doesn't just drop out when you're filling them out with it. Oh, he says. Oh, right. Let's get that in there. Oh, get them all to thread the actual thing as well. Oh, I'm destroying things already. This room's not quite big enough. There we go. Oh. Perfectly aligned. Well, near enough. It's just slightly out. Very, very slightly out. You get your... Oh yeah, only slightly. Very, very slightly. But there you have it. Move back a bit so you can see it a bit more. It's absolutely massive. Absolutely massive. It almost fills the entire length of this room. Brilliant. I have nowhere to put this in this form. I'm literally going to have to display it in two separate forms, but that is fantastic. Absolutely amazing. And it still activates them the same way. You have to turn both of them on together. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. It's quite great. It's great. The sound seems to work in tandem with each other. The two lightsabers work in tandem with each other. Nothing specifically like wirelessly connected or anything. It's just the way that the blades have been created, the sound and everything. It seems to work perfectly together. That is great. Try it again. Magic. I don't have any room to do this. Oh, knocking things already. Lovely. There you have it. That is the Darth Maul lightsaber. Dual-ended. Might be able to terrorise the street. Fantastic. There you have it. So, highly recommend this. If you can find these at a decent price, I would highly recommend these. They are getting rarer and rarer, which is why when I found them, bit by accident, to be fair. When I found them, I made the decision to just try and get hold of them, and luckily I managed to get them. So there you have it, Darth Maul Force FX lightsaber. Some other goodies as well. I'm going to go and put these Lightspeed Pilsners in the fridge, give the glass a good clean. But if you want to check out any of the other stuff, whether it be the Star Action figures, I'll leave a link in the description down below, just so you can have a look. If you're interested in the Stormtrooper beer, the original Stormtrooper beer, I will also leave a link in the description for that as well. Have a look, see what you think. They've got all sorts of other goodies on both the websites. So there you have it. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Hopefully, all being well, later in the month I will have something else to unveil, unbox and try out as well. Very, very similar to these, but hopefully it should be just as cool. So there we have it. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.